Lesson 76. I am under no laws but God's.
So, both the text and the workbook today focus on God's laws. Contrast God's laws with the magic of the world, of the belief in external laws. We are assured that our safety, our security, our peace, our happiness, our joy, our very identity is part of the laws of God. And when the mind is given over to ego beliefs in other laws, beliefs that there is something other than the love that God created, then the mind feels guilt and sleeps. Today we are assured that there are no laws but the laws of God. In the text, Jesus reminded us, God's laws will keep your mind at peace because peace is His will, and His laws are established to uphold it. His are the laws of freedom, but yours are the laws of bondage. Since freedom and bondage are irreconcilable, their laws cannot be understood together. The laws of God work for your good, only for your good. And there are no other laws besides His. Everything else is merely lawless and therefore chaotic. And then in the workbook, in Lesson 76, Jesus gets very, very specific about this lawlessness of the ego. Laws that aren't really laws at all. He's pointing out the senselessness of these make-believe laws and telling us that you are not bound by them. How are these illusory laws upheld? It's by searching for salvation outside the mind, searching for salvation in form. Jesus tells us, while you would seek for it in things that have no meaning, you bind yourself to laws that make no sense. Thus do you seek to prove salvation is where it is not. What I find most helpful about this workbook lesson is the specificity, the specific application of the idea for today. I am under no laws but God's. Jesus pokes fun at these illusory laws, these make-believe laws, these fantasy laws. He says, you really think that you would starve unless you have stacks of green paper strips and piles of metal discs. Poking fun at the system of money, at the need for economics for survival. Then he shifts to medicine, saying, you really think a small round pellet or some fluid pushed into your veins through a sharpened needle will ward off disease and death? Then he talks about relationship laws, companionship. He says, you really think you are alone unless another body is with you. What is the commonality to all these senseless laws that the ego made? It is insanity that thinks these things. You call them laws and put them under different names in a long catalog of rituals that have no use and serve no purpose. He gives more names to them. Laws of medicine, of economics, of health. These are not laws, but madness. The body is endangered by the mind that hurts itself. The error is in the mind. The error is distorted perception. Distorted perception is the problem. The body and the world of images is not the problem. Fragmented, distorted perception is the problem. A mind that believes that it can attack itself and attack God is the problem. And the solution, the correction, the atonement is stated this way. There are no laws except the laws of God. This needs repeating over and over until you realize it applies to everything that you have made in opposition to God's will. Today, we rejoice that these laws cannot be true. We realize that it is the truth that keeps us free forever. While it is magic that imprisons, the laws of God make free, forever free. The light has come because there are no laws but His. I am under no laws but God's.